Good morning, interwebs. You know those people who say sorry for everything? Like, every little thing that they do in their life, they always say sorry. Like, you're in a conversation with them and they'll end up saying sorry like 4 or 5 times. And then there's those people who never apologize ever for anything, no matter what they do, no matter what they do wrong. You know, there's a balance between those two people. There's the people who it's a really bad habit of always apologizing for every little thing that you do. And then there's the people who never apologize for anything that they do, no matter what it is. You obviously, in life, you have to have a balance right in between the middle. There are certain times and things when it's appropriate to apologize for things that you've done, and then there's things when there's really not appropriate at all to apologize for. Balance is important. But on the internet, balance is not really a thing. It's either this way or it's this way. It's always two ways. There's no in-between on the internet. Internet rage culture, internet media culture, whatever you want to call it, is bigger and louder and angrier than ever. We live in a day and age currently where people have to apologize for things that they shouldn't have to apologize for. Let me test this out really quick. Look at that. I got a new wide-angle lens. Look how you can see my entire room. That is so cool. All right, let's change that back. So in the last few days, Jack Dorsey, the Twitter CEO, a guy I'm not a fan of, was recently under attack from thousands of angry mob users, demanding that he apologize, and let's just take a look at a few of these things. This is an interesting company to boost during Pride Month. Please delete this or follow up with how much free advertising you're going to give GLAAD. On behalf of the whole LGBTQ community, Jack, kindly boost your head out of your ass. So, Jack, you apologize for eating ChickfilA? How stupendously pathetic is that? Why is it because I live my life so gay that I should not eat Chick-fil-A? I'm gonna eat it anyway. Bond, you're right. Completely forgot about their background. In case you live under a rock, back in 2012, Dan Dorsey, the main spokesperson for Chick-fil-A, said that they have family values and they follow biblical principles. Now take that as you will and what exactly that means, but they have donated and given charity money to a lot of anti-gay organizations. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand the sentiment of being upset. I remember this being in the news. There was boycotts. It was on every newspaper you can possibly imagine. Chick-fil-A under fire for not supporting gay marriage. While I do think it's very unprofessional for a business, especially a restaurant, to come out and state their political opinion, if I choose to eat there, if Jack Dorsey chooses to eat there, we are there for food, and it's nobody's business what food we ingest. The craziness of how extreme this is that you use and consume foods and products by different companies every single day that I guarantee you do not support LGBTQ rights. I can't even imagine living my life checking every single company of every single cookie that I eat to make sure that they support gay marriage or that they donate their money to charities that I support. Why should I let a political opinion affect my ability to eat good food? And I'm really gonna be honest, the whole boycotting Chick-fil-A back in 2012 did nearly nothing because Chick-fil-A is one of the biggest fast food restaurants in the entire United States. It's, I think, the 2nd or 3rd top fast food franchise. So in terms of that one statement that was made by them in 2012, that was very stupid and I don't support what they said, they're not losing any money over their restaurant. And that's primarily because they make quality food. When I've went to Chick-fil-A with my gay friend, he's never not been given a chance to buy food at their restaurant because he's gay. And as far as I'm aware, they also do hire people who are gay. That's a statement that was made in 2012 was unprofessional and stupid. It is illegal not to hire someone just because of their sexual orientation. But most of all, let's just be happy that we're not like Jack on Twitter. Someone who allows people to force an apology out of him because he chose to eat chicken. Maybe that chicken was anti-gay, but ultimately at the end of the day, do you really know every product and everything that you eat and what that company supports and does not support? But someone says one thing you disagree with and you believe that anybody who eats there automatically makes them a bigot. Oh, I ate some chicken from a company that doesn't support something that I support. I'm a bigot now. That's not one of the largest stretches of an exaggerated position, of an extreme position to hold, and I don't know what is. The social media mob that we run into today on Twitter and social media in general is dangerous. It's hard. It's loud. It's scary at times. I myself have had my fair share of death threats because I wouldn't apologize for something that I've said. But I refuse to pander to people who demand an apology out of me for something that one, was never done with any malintent. Number two, wasn't something that was wrong to begin with that I did, like me eating food. Which, by the way, I eat at Chick-fil-A almost every single month, so there's that. I'm not going to apologize for eating chicken. And it reminds me of that one instance, this was about 3 years ago, where I got in a live stream with Keemstar, of all things. And I like talking about this because it's just funny to me. He demanded on his Twitter and on this live stream that I apologize to him because I made a joke, a very clear joke about him not giving enough attention to his daughter because he spends too much time on Twitter, and thus if he's not going to give his daughter attention, he could potentially grow up and be a prostitute. And my Twitter blew up with people demanding that I apologize to this individual, in which I said no, I refuse to apologize for a joke. And, I was told that I was weak, that I was pathetic, that I just deserved to make an apology for insulting his daughter, which was never the intent. But it's here nor there. The point is don't let people force an apology out of you that's not sincere and that's not genuine. Don't do it because people are wanting you to do it. Do it because you actually want to apologize, because you feel like you've done something wrong, not because the internet tells you to do what they want you to do. We can't live in this generation. If you make one slip up, you say the wrong pronoun, you eat the wrong chicken, you eat the wrong Oreo, that you're forced to apologize to millions of people because that's what they want. When you give in to people like that, you are pandering to the political, I don't know what the political sphere of the right or the left. I don't know what these people identify as. I don't care. But obviously they're pretty extreme on what other side they're associated with. You have to apologize for eating chicken or a cookie or driving a car that, doesn't reflect the values that you particularly support. If you want to live your life angry all the time and uptight with a stick up your asshole, looking at every company that you eat or work with or drive or consume or buy, every single product that you own in your house, go do that. Go be uptight. Go be crazy that a company has values that don't support your political values, and thus you have to boycott them, thus you have to get rid of everything in your house. And thus you can never drive that particular type of car again because of a political opinion. Difference in values is good. Difference in politics is good. Living a life where everything is in agreement with you is bad.